Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crablord back again with another video. Today we're gonna be doing another Billie Eilish tutorial. It's gonna be for the song Bad Guy. It's one of the top songs in the charts right now. As I'm speaking to you, it's rising. It's very interesting the way it sounds, and I wanted to cover it and see if I can replicate it almost decently. Because we all know I cannot sing like Billie Eilish, and not many people can. So it could be ugly, but that's the reason I'm here. Anyway, before we get in the video, make sure to subscribe if you don't already subscribe, notification bell as well, so you never miss a video that I freaking post, okay? Also, make sure to check out my description down below. There's a lot of great things down there. I got preset packs, my own music, social media, DistroKid links, and all my equipment. Yeah, so Billie Eilish. Let's do it. All right, look, y'all. I already have it all recorded, but you know what that means? Delete. So with this vocal, there's three different sections. There's the lead and the left and right. I won't call them backups, but they kind of are, but they also are just like really close to the main vocal. It's just three little voices all in one, and we're gonna do it. I'm gonna get copyrighted instantly, but I don't care. The instrumental's in the description. Whoever made it, thank you. Before I begin, I want to let you guys know that I'm not doing a Billie Eilish impression. Some people don't understand that for I don't know why. But I use auto-tune in these tutorials just because I need to. Auto-tune in my tutorials are very based on the person recording, so I need it sometimes. Even if she doesn't use it at all, I'm gonna use it because I need it. So if that's clear, let's record. Hey.
White shirt, now red, my bloody nose sleeping. You're on your tippy toes, creeping around like no one knows. Think you so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you or please. I do what I want when I'm wanting to. My soul so cynical.
Okay, I just recorded it, and if you like what it sounded like, let me explain it to you. Alright, we start everything out with a new dry track. There's nothing on it. I couldn't do all the harmonies right because I can't get my voice like that, but I did the best I could and tried to get it as basic as possible for you. So we're on a dry track, and we're going to start off with the lead. I'm only going to show you the lead track because if you look, the lead is exactly the same as the left and right. There's just a different plugin added, and that's it. There's only difference is a different plugin. So with that being said, let's talk about the lead. We're right next to it. So pitch correction here. We're going to bring it over. It's always great to have it on. Now, I don't know if I'm in the right key of the song right now. It doesn't matter for you guys. You're not going to be replicating the song, but if you do, I've found A sharp major to work. I looked up the key and it said it wasn't, but it didn't match with my voice rights, but A sharp did. All right, my response has a 67 because I don't want it to really do much. Just correct a little bit. You obviously can put on anything you want, but for me, I have it on 67. Where you want to find that, pitch corrections and pitch correction, mono. Okay, next we have a noise gate. I've been using it a lot, and I've been doing it the same way every time. What you want to do is go into dynamics, noise gate mono. When you're in it, I don't know what any of these buttons do, so I just click tighten up, factory, tighten up. And I changed the threshold to -45. It's normally at -30, 45. Next we have a compressor. I actually do stuff with the compressors now. I don't just pick a preset. So compressor, dynamics, compressor, mono, go into that thing. And I did a studio VCA. So it's gonna start on platinum digital. You click studio VCA. What I basically want to do is keep this little needle in between -5 and 0. Now it looks like it's doing just that, and with the way I did that is I had a ratio of 2.5 to 1. Usually try to keep it between 2 and 3. Don't ask me why I do that. Threshold's at -22, makeup's at 0, make sure auto gain's off, attack's at 15 for a fast attack, and then 100 for release, soft distortion as well. Nothing else has changed. That's our compressor. Next we have the EQ. After doing all that initial work, let's clean it up a little bit. EQ, channel EQ, mono. When you're in that EQ, all you want to do is take the red low and take it to 56. Because like I said, it sounded dry already. Instead of 100, 150, we'll take out 50, 56 to be exact. Next, just drop this green guy down a little bit below 500. I hate the 500 hertz area. It always seems to make it sound better when you take away the frequency by 1 dB at least. That's what I did there. I did change the blue. It's pretty wide. It's kind of over the 2K, 5K area. I raised it about 1.5 because I like to hear that frequency in my music. And then finally, you just drop this down around the 16,000 area because we don't want the harsh S's in there because I'm going to be whispering into the mic like this. Basically, I'll be whispering. I'm not using a de-esser, so I'm doing that. Now, you can just copy these settings down below because that'll give you this exact slope, my friends. And then we move on to compressor number 2. Like I said before, dynamics, compressor, mono, nucleosis. You go in and vintage FET. Okay, make sure before you do anything, auto gain's off. For this one, I want it to be not -5, but kind of to the -2 area. So it's a lighter compression to cap it off. Our ratio is at 2.8 to 1. Our threshold's at -23. Makeup's at 2 to cover up that 2 dB loss we had. The knee I don't change is 0.7. Attack's at 80, release at 48, and that is that. Finally, the almighty multipressor. I use a multipressor to boost the frequencies I took away so they come back into the mix more. Dynamics, multipressor, mono. You click multipressor, and when you're in it, I'd never bring the 1 up, but I made 1 go to 5. There's a lot of bass in this vocal. I wanted to make it amplified a little bit. And the 2, I don't like that area ever. Take it -2. And then the 3, raised it 5 as well. I do believe I stretched it out. So if you look down here, you can see I stretched it to 8900 right here. This is 1100, 200. And then I dropped the final frequency, the number 4, -2.5. And it's just nice and small around the 10K, 20K. Also made the volume up by 2, so the output volume's up by 2. That would be 2. This is controversial. I don't hear any reverb in this song at all, but I want to use just a little bit to make the vocal a little more full. So what we do is we go to bus 1 to create that 1 reverb bus. And in the bus 1, we have a space designer. To get there, it's reverb, space designer, mono, stereo. You're gonna click space designer. Now I wanted something simple, golden vocals. And where to find that? Small spaces, plate reverb, 0.8 second vocals, golden vocals. I changed nothing. -10 wet, muted dry, and I simply just made it -25. It's so light that you can barely hear it. Yeah, it's so light. Very light, hard to tell. So that's the lead and that's the basis of this tutorial. For the left and right, what you're gonna do exactly when you create that track, go ahead and hit Command D twice. It's gonna create 2 new tracks the same exact way. This is lead, let's make sure it's capitalized. We'll make this one left, we'll make this one right. Now for the left, we have it -24 or -25. I'm never too specific with it. My finger will slip and it'll go to 24. That's why it's like that. And then right, 25. So then it's very consistent, okay? Now all you wanna do with this is click it in the open cell one more time to find the stereo spread. Okay, you heard that just did. Imaging, stereo spread, mono stereo. This is basically gonna make it in the upper space. It was over here, now it's like kinda up here, if that makes any sense. That's how I hear it. Lower frequency, we bring it to 340 and then 20,000 all the way at the top, 16% lower, then 62 on the upper. Order is 8. And that's for both of them. So you create that, and all you gotta do is copy and drag it over to this one. So now right and left are equal, same exact track. So to make this sound as best as possible, you wanna basically record 3 different times. Don't duplicate it 3 times, but record 3 separate times. You can use the left and right to harmonize and be cool about it, but I'll try to demonstrate that in the freestyle. Yeah, that's basically it. Left, right, and lead. And for this one, you whisper. This is a very whispery vocal. So hopefully that was good enough. Now I'm gonna freestyle and kind of demonstrate it a little bit, so enjoy.
Fell into a tiny hole 'cause I slipped and fell and I rolled down the street and I hit a car. You don't know how I do. I farted in church and the priest yelled at me and he said I queefed. I don't know how to do that, but you are a bitch, I was running down the street, everybody out of me. I was crying loud and I know it's hard to listen to me, 'cause I'm a little tiny dude under a tree. I'm the bad guy.
I'm done. Well, that's about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed that video as well as learned something as well. And if you didn't, kill me. Make sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and what else to do next. Like I said before, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and that notification bell needs to be pressed now. And also down below is a lot of great links that'll help you and me at the same time. A lot of stuff that'll help you out. This has been a crab load how to sound like Billie Eilish in Bad Guy on Logic Pro 10, while using only stock plugins as well. And like always, we out.